everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Cassidy or Starr, and I am a light renegade, part of a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from the veil beyond. Hello everyone, I hope that you are okay. I feel like there is such dense energy at the moment, and I feel like today's message is a reflection of what I've been intuitively picking up, and that some of you are going through some really heavy things at this time, and I hope this message comes as some solace to you. It is definitely a tough love message, so just be warned of that. This might trigger some of you. But it is a message of love and support all the same. We had two different energies come through. I had Minark come through, and then the collective energy, and then I felt a massive shift, and I kind of asked who that was. So we had someone new coming in today, which was Corporal Mendienzan, who's an Andromedan, and I think you can feel the shift, you can hear the shift, so that was curious to me. I didn't have a chance to have any more dialogue with him, but that's someone new to add to the mix. So today's message for the Galactic Alliance is titled, and it says nowhere to hide, which I think says it all right now. And yeah, I'm just going to share the message and then I'll talk after, because I think it's really powerful, today's message, and please try and stay as open as possible for this. I feel like some of you are really going to shrink down on hearing this, and it's the exact opposite that the teams want you to be doing. So, hello, dear, brave and beautiful team. We wish to thank you for taking the time to be here with us for these transmissions, and know that it is of great benefit to your planet and the souls around you. The time has come. We are sure that you are all aware of just what is happening around you at this time in each of your corners of Great Mother Earth. There are teams assembling, some that will be brought to your attention, and others we will need to keep of the utmost secrecy, while parts on our side are being configured. As we are sure you have noticed over the past few weeks, the darkness is coming to light. There is no place left to hide. People, places, and institutions are being exposed. This will only increase in the coming hours. Know that this is because of your doing, because of you showing up and receiving it all, the light and the dark, and everything else in between. This has been no small feat. We've been planning this for light years, so please have no fear. No matter what falls apart around you, please know that you are safe. To continue, however, we are sure that some of you are aware of just how much conflict has been increasing around you. This is because everyone is being forced into the light. And what does this mean? They are having to face their shadow. If anyone has been deceiving you, this will come to light. If anything has been eluding you, being a source of confusion, please know that conclusions are within reach, because the shifts have begun and there is no going back. We are firmly in the night, but just know that this comes with some awakening pains. There may be people, situations, and outcomes that shock you. You may be faced with such darkness that you did not conceive within your own spaces, but know that this is not something you cannot overcome. You chose to be here to have this exact experience as you are, now to expand, learn, and grow. So know that anything that comes along to hurt you will be swiftly met by something else to sweep you off your feet and enlighten you. Call upon us, we are here. We would like to reiterate the message that just because messages are not coming in the way you would like them to, does not mean the signs aren't there, that the messages aren't reaching you. This is a time of trust and faith, but know that you'll be met with all you need. So have gratitude. Have gratitude where you are, exactly as you are, and you will receive all you ask, or rather exactly what you need, not what you necessarily want. This is a tough lesson, we know. However, it is time for you to take full responsibility for whom you are at a soul level and step up to the plate. What did you come here for? What are you willing to stake claim to? What are you willing to reach out for, even if you know it will take some effort on your behalf? How much are you willing to put into motion for you to receive your dreams and desires? The time has come to step up and to continue working at all that you know you should. There is nothing new to be brought to your table at this point. Any sadness or disappointment coming, you already knew in your heart deep down, so be still and listen. What needs to leave? What must go? Where do you need to make shifts and swift movements to align with the highest light of love that you deserve? No time to hesitate. The taking action starts here and now. This will come as a shock to the system for many, as you have been filtering through such apathy and deceleration. Why? Because the darker powers that be knew that this would be the best way to stall any shifts they knew were coming. Take matters into your own hands and take charge to grab your light now, not later. Not next week or in a month. The time is now. For each of you, this will look entirely different, but as you hear these words, things will come to mind, so start to write them down. Take note and keep coming back. You know what needs to be done, so start doing it. We say this with tough love, but this is what is needed to help you all shift into the great awakenings you have been asking for. You are on this path, so keep going. Again, honor your needs and listen to your body. Every situation is different, but on the grand scheme, we can see who is not taking charge or action in their own lives. We cannot do this for you. So, make plans, start the list, and get going. You know what it means. You know what this means. It is go time. Do not let anything or anyone hold you back anymore. There is no room for lack of love, self-worth, or lack of discipline. Be motivated about you, believe in you, and we promise that the world will reflect all the love and belief that you have for self right back at you. Energies are shifting. It is time to receive exactly what you put out. We leave you here today, team. Have faith. This felt really heavy. This felt very like it was going to be a stiff talking to for some of you, and know that I've been there, know that my guides have been there to whip me into shape when I've needed it, and also I've had to listen to the times when I've needed to sit back and really just listen to receive it all. And I was looking for the right time to bring this up, but something that I thought was quite shocking happened a few nights ago, and I was sort of shown a reel when I was sat doing my meditations. It was like a reel of film was playing in my mind's eye, and I could just see all of these times that two people in particular in my life that had played a really huge part in my life had deceived me. And that was a shock to the system. That was a massive shock to the system. I was quite angry at my guides because I was like, why are they showing me this? I've been working so hard at building self back up and starting to love myself and trust myself, and I was like, why are they bringing all of this back to my table? And then I sat with it a little longer, and it was to show me that anything that they were playing to me, I already knew. And it was like, at the time, I knew it. Deep down, I knew it. I might have made a comment or said something. It was like, every time I knew I was being deceived my entire life, it's like somewhere inside of me, I knew it was happening, but at times it just feels too much to take in. There's been many situations in my life where I've just outrightly lied to myself because it felt easier than sitting in the discomfort, sitting in the pain of betrayal, of, facing things that were really difficult, things like being gaslit or, having someone emotionally abuse you is something that is very difficult to maneuver around, especially when you aren't sure of self. And I've had to work really hard at trusting myself and trusting my instincts, but I've always known, it's like at a soul level, you're already ready. It's just that this physical vessel and our mind and everything else that we've been trained is having to be taken away. We're having to break all down those barriers and come back to our true self. And it's like we listen to the heart and we listen to what's inside rather than the mind. It's like the mind does have a mind of its own, and it's also easily programmable, and that's why we get stuck. So I think a lot of you are stuck in the mental battle right now, and believe me, I know it's tough and I've been there, but trust in your body's knowing. It's like your body knows. All those intuitive nudges, you know, like when something isn't okay, it's like the hairs on the back of our neck stand up and we just feel it. So trust in all of those things. And if you are someone where your entire world is crashing down around you, and believe me, I've been there, it's like you will be built back up again, I promise you. And it sounds like this is a time where you're going to be met right away with the things that you need. So please don't fear that. If things are falling away, let them. If you are going through major, shifts, and you know that this needs to happen, and you keep thinking, how am I going to continue to go on? It's like things will come into your path, people will be put into your path, and in those spaces to fill those voids that you might feel like you have. So trust in that too. And obviously this message is only going to be for some of you. For some of you watching, you've been on this path for a while and you've been digging really deep, so it's just confirmation that everything is on its way to you that you've been asking for. But I think the main message is just to keep going, and this level of support that is out there for us, it's like it is always here. And I'm a victim of that myself too. Sometimes I'm looking for specific answers in certain ways, and it just doesn't happen like that. It's not every time that I receive a direct message for something. It's only through sharing messages with you that I do. And believe me, I've been sent all around the houses, down many different paths, and things get drip fed to me. It's like over a course of so many days I will get kind of little snippets of things that I have to piece together, I have to mold together to make up a new direction or a piece of work that I'm supposed to bring forward. It doesn't come through it's exactly how you might think it would. So know that if you are feeling confused and you're wondering how your guides are connecting, believe that they are, and just start trusting. It's like sometimes the most random of things will happen, and it's not random at all, but you just have to believe it. And once you start believing, that's when you start seeing more and more and more. But I think the main message here today is to just keep trusting yourself, keep loving yourself, and keep listening to your intuitive nudges. If it's like you are really dealing with a lot of people's shadow coming at you, and honestly, hear me when I say that I've been in that too, and it was really difficult to stand my ground. It was really difficult to keep showing up in everything that I believe in and everything that I thought to be true, because I knew in my heart that it was true, no matter what anyone else was saying around me, no matter what anyone else was trying to deceive me into believing. I knew that I knew the truth, and you will be met with your truth, I guess is what I want to say. And it might not happen tomorrow, it might not happen next week, but it's like you will receive all that you are owed if you've been deceived. You will receive all that you've been asking for if you've been stuck in karmic situations and cycles where it's been difficult to navigate your ground and you've been working through really dense energy. It's like you will be paid in kind, I like to say. So have that in heart too. If you are going through things that are really difficult, I promise you that pendulum, it will swing in the opposite direction, and you will be able to receive just that much weight and joy and happiness as you are receiving in your dark shadows right now. And I think that's the main message from the team, is that to trust them, to keep having faith, and know that you are supported even in those dark times. It's like we go through so much because we're expansive souls, and we wouldn't have it any other way. And I keep having to remind myself that I chose to be here, I chose to be doing this, I chose to be experiencing exactly what I've experienced, and serve those people in those difficult situations with me too. So I do try and take a step back and have gratitude for everything and everyone, even those that have seemingly hurt me or deceived me. It's like we all decided to partake on this journey together, so I try and show love and gratitude where I can for them in my own spaces and in my own time. But things play out, and it hurts and it burns, and you get scolded and you scar and you get cut and you bleed, and wounds heal. Scars don't fade, but wounds heal, and you only get stronger, and that is what is happening. We are being strengthened at this time, and we are coming into our full capacity, our full power. So trust that everything is shifting for your highest good, for our highest good, and everyone is going to be in alignment someday. And we'll be able to look back on these times and be like, wow, that feels like a world away, and have faith in that too, because that is a possibility and that is what is going to happen. But I think that's it for today. I really hope this message is received well, and please know that I am here supporting you, holding you. Us Light Renegades are here, so do please reach out to us or leave comments about anything you might want answering at this time, and we'll try and make some Q&A videos coming up for you as well. But yeah, that's it. Please just take care, everyone, and do listen to your body, and make sure that you are also looking after yourself. You know, if you're someone that is really having to plow through a lot of dense energy, don't skip on that self-care, don't skip on that self-love, and keep reminding yourself that you are worthy of everything of love and light, because you are, and your soul deserves to feel enlightened and happiness and joy. So remember that that is what you're working to. You're working to have a more stable footing in joy, and to not receive such heartbreak to this level anymore. So know that, you know, this is a means to an end where we are right now, and I feel like that makes it worth it, at least for me. So I hope that you feel that too. But please do take care, everyone, and I'll be back soon.